listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business and your business is our business. Did you see the guy on the television news, made national news, ABC, CBS, NBC, just in case you were going to ask for my citation, who got in the elevator and he pushed the button, the doors closed, he started to go up, the doors opened immediately while he was still going up, and then he started going up faster and faster and faster, 30 floors in 15 seconds, and the only thing that stopped him was the roof. He crashed into the roof, he's got head injuries and all that. Did you see that?
No, I think you're making it up.
Charlie, I cite my cite. You haven't seen this either?
Nobody's heard of it.
Is everybody under a rock?
Elevators don't fly up.
They do, and they did.
They plummet.
Don't stop. See, this is why I bring this story, because I have a phobia.
So this is why you bring the story, so we can emphasize your phobia?
I don't talk about the plummeting.
They plummet.
Stop it. I don't talk about the plummeting. I talk about the guy going up and he crashed.
And it was on video?
Yeah.
I didn't think they had video in elevators.
That's your mistake. You should stop making out.
I thought that was like one of the, I don't know, like areas in which privacy, you don't have video cameras in dressing rooms. You don't have video cameras in elevators.
Look here. Here's the video here.
Out of control elevator crashes.
You're gonna push play on that bad boy while we're talking about it.
Okay.
Yeah. The guy is he pushes the button. There he goes. He's going up, and here comes the button or the
elevator
doors opening. Whoop! The doors are
open, and you can
flying.
Oh, this is
flying.
This is. Did you check it on
flying?
Snopes?
I didn't check it on Snopes. Matt Lauer.
Did he share it?
Yes.
Oh, Matt.
Oh, you know what?
Matt says it's true. He's got fact checkers.
Tolerance
as opposed to Eric.
Your skepticism is growing thin.
My skepticism is growing thin?
No, my tolerance for your skepticism.
Tolerance for my skepticism.
Right?
Well, too bad. I have no response to that. All right, so an elevator flew up, and you wanted to share this because you're afraid of elevators.
It's helping me face my fears.
Is it?
Yeah.
And so, how was your elevator ride today?
Well, one door, they both dinged, because sometimes in this building, 2 elevators ding, 1 door opens. This place is possessed.
Oh, my goodness. Not kidding. The door to the elevator didn't open. You should be very afraid.
I don't like your tone.
You should be so cautious about getting in the elevator door. That did not open.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Experience Pros radio show on breaking news. I just found which is much better than breaking wind, as I've discovered.
Oh, yeah. I thought we had a conversation this morning about Eric being the best Eric that he could be, and you say icky stuff like that.
I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to?
I'm sorry. So I found a new app, and you're going to love this app.
I'm not going to love this app.
No, you are. It's called it's called Food Holiday.
Food Holiday.
Yeah, it's part of the Food Network, and you got to get this app. Oh my gosh! Today, the holiday. Every day is a food holiday, and today the holiday assigned to it is National Iced Tea Month, and there's Southern Sweet Iced Tea.
Today is National Iced Tea Month.
Come on, just relax a little.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So then there's always a classic, and then there's always a creative way to do it, like
make iced tea.
Iced tea granita.
You don't even know what that means.
I do.
It just means they're going to put some alcohol
there's
in
a
it
picture.
or something. You're like,
nuclear iced tea.
Is it 5 o'clock yet?
There's an apple iced tea. Look at that. And then there's the Southwest Summertime Cooler with orange and mint. And then tomorrow is National Corn on the Cob Day. Yeah, this is my new favorite app.
What was your old favorite app?
I don't have to answer that question. You're not cross-examining me. This is my new favorite app.
But you won't share what your old favorite app was.
Why do you have to derail the conversation?
You said this is my new favorite app. What comes naturally to my
All right,
logical
it's
brain
the sound effects app. That's my favorite old app, okay?
Oh, sound
my
effects.
old favorite was the sound effects where I can say, pull my finger, that one.
Ew.
You asked.
This is a better new app.
You,
that was your favorite, really?
You asked.
And that was it. You know what? I do have to be worried sometimes when I do ask these questions because they do seem logical, right?
Seriously.
He has a new favorite
app.
Can
we get a change of behavior?
App from me?
Yes.
Stop asking questions.
Irrelevant questions.
Irrelevant questions.
Questions that take you off the track.
And yet bringing
I'm
up
talking
an
about elevators that go up, and you say, well, they plummet. Ah! No. I say, this is my new favorite app. Well, what were you looking at before? It has nothing to do with it. It's completely irrelevant.
I'm going to guess that your hosts last week all just thought you were just so charming and brilliant and witty and agreeable. They just thought they agreed with everything you said. Nobody even...
You're not going to give me a pass, are you?
No.
No. Guess what, folks? We've got a great show for you, and there's no joking about that. Coming up next, Jolene Donahue's in the house, and she's going to talk to you about everybody's favorite topic, safety. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilt-A-Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilt-A-Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
You know, the last time I was on Denver radio, Rocky Mountain High was just a song. Hi, everybody. It's me, America's Mr. Right, Jason Lewis. Join me weeknights at 7 for the Jason Lewis Show on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, Back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't.
Hold everything. Hold it. Charlie, stop the music, please. Please cut. We cannot dance if we want to. It could be dangerous.
Wait a minute. There is always dancing.
All right, Charlie.
Always dancing. My goodness, he's like a little freaked out over here.
Our next guest has all to do with the safety of dancing.
Oh.
And other things.
Okay, well, I am going to find out.
All right.
Because I think that chair dancing for you is off limits.
What are you talking about?
I am pretty sure.
One thing that was consistent all last week while you were on vacation is my co-host dug the chair dancing, and they danced with me. Come on, dance with me now.
No, do not do that to that chair. That poor chair is going to be broken. You got some good moves. You've been practicing.
Dude.
You got some good moves. All right, well, we're going to talk about safety in the workplace. So if your staff is chair dancing and you're not sure if they should be, or you want to make sure that you have a citation-free OSHA inspection, yes, citation-free, and perhaps lower your workers' comp costs by an average of 67%. You want to listen to our next guest expert, Jolene Donahue, with the OSHA Connection. Find her online at theoshaconnection.com. She's also presented to the State of Colorado Safety Committee. She is like the bomb diggity.
Right.
Jolene, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys so much for having me here today.
Jolene, is fantastic having you.
Now, so I know that you specialize in OSHA rules and regulations. Can I just make up some of my own and tell Eric he cannot chair dance?
Actually, we can probably get pretty close to that with the general duty clause, which encapsulates everything that is not written in the rules and regulations.
Oh, no, you did not just write her a blank check. No.
General, what she said, keep your hips
General
still.
Angel says no. Jolene, let me ask a basic question. Is it every employer's responsibility to follow the OSHA rules and regulations? Does everybody fall under this thing?
If you have one or more employees, you fall under OSHA.
And what does OSHA stand for?
Occupational Safety and Health Administration.
And it's got a .gov, doesn't it? It's a government thing, huh?
Okay.
It is a government thing.
So then, yes, we do all fall under. Because, I mean, unless you're a solopreneur working out of your home or even a little executive suite, as soon as you bring on one more person.
Correct. Then you fall under OSHA.
Oh, all right. Okay, so then what should we know? Are there, what should we know about OSHA? Do they show up? I mean, are we subject to them? Do they just show up on your doorstep?
They do. They have a selection process, and there's a couple of different ways they may select you, but they have certain industries that they have focused on. They do list that on their website so you know if you're in their industry of focus. But they also have a site-specific target list where if you have a higher than industry average number of injuries, they may come and inspect you sooner rather than later.
Oh, so they're there to protect you, protect your employees from getting hurt on the job.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, yes. All right, so do you have some, who's on the hot list?
The hot areas are always construction. This year is also an emphasis with manufacturing companies, robotics, those type of industries. But they also take a look at skilled nursing, hospital, healthcare.
I think if they watched the show, they would take a closer look at radio.
Well, maybe, but I think if they watched the video, they'd be taking a closer look at that building with, I'll bet you they're involved in that elevator incident, the issue. Jolene, tips or tricks? What do we need to do in order to be ready
if OSHA shows up at my door?
I know OSHA's got a great set of instructions on their website, and they actually have some tools that'll guide you through what you need to do to prepare. They also have programs already established for you that you can tailor to your industry so that when they come, you can say, hey, look, here's what we have, and it's already started from their templates.
Oh, I bet they love that.
They do. It makes it so much smoother when they come into your building and you can show them their own work.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of you, and I'm prepared for you, and we've already set some things up. They probably do, rather than
got some other Spunkmeyer cookies in the kitchen just ready for you.
Does it help to serve them cookies?
It does. Cookies, water, tea, coffee, set the tone right. When they come in, if you really welcome them, they're so used to being the bad guy on the job.
Sure.
So when they come in, if you really welcome them, it sets a great tone for a visit, and you're much more likely to have a citation-free inspection.
All right, and that's what you specialize in, is in a citation-free inspection, yet they're there to find things to cite you for. So how do we meet in the middle?
I work solely with businesses to help them learn how to make OSHA regulations workable on the job. So there's some standards that are more difficult to implement, and so I find ways to make it doable on the job so that you can have a citation-free visit.
You know, and Jolene, I know that we've seen you do some inspections on a number of different businesses. You're a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, and we love the work that you do. In fact, more to the point, your clients love the work that you do because you do keep them in compliance and you do keep them out of trouble and so on. Now, if they find problems, what then?
Well, if OSHA's come to your building and they've already got a few things on their list that they've noted, what you can do is really just start working on fixing the problems, and always attend the informal conference. They're going to give you an opportunity to meet in front of their higher directors, and that's a great opportunity to come in and say, hey, we're making a good faith gesture. We really want to do the right thing. Here's what we can do. And they almost always lower fines and citation amounts immediately just by walking in the door.
Wow.
All right. To know that you're going to be cooperative.
Correct.
Now, how much time, if you've got it's something you have to fix, how much time do you usually have to have it fixed and prove that you fixed it? Or do they come back and check up on you again?
They can come back and check up on you. If they've noted something during the inspection, I always recommend fixing it immediately and showing them that you fixed it. They saw it. They can cite you if they choose to, but if you've already made a good faith gesture, you're good to go. As far as the informal conference goes, once you receive the citations, you have about 15 days to have everything in order and respond.
Ooh, that's quick.
Yeah. All right.
Quick.
Jolene Donahue, the OSHA Connection. Give us some contact information, if you would, please, and tell us who your ideal client is. Who needs to call you today?
Anybody with one or more employees or wants to lower their workers' compensation costs by 67%. That's the average. I can be reached at 303-908-5506 or on the website at theoshaconnection.com.
And give that phone number one more time.
It is 303-908-5506.
All right. Again, a citation-free OSHA inspection.
And lowering your workers' comp costs, an average of 67%. The fees almost pay for it pays for your service.
And then some, yes.
And then some.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't you? That number, 303-593-1570, is that right?
That one too, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was a different number.
I was looking at a different number. Sorry.
No, that one works too. I have an office and a cell phone, so you can reach me either way.
All right.
All right. Well, we're going to find out if chair dancing may or may not ever happen again.
According to General Angel. Stay tuned.
Thank you guys so much.
You know what? We can dance if we want to. Charlie, I wish you had that music back up. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner. 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle one piece at a time.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
Randy Corcoran is live and local from 5 to 8 every weekday morning on The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Suddenly I see, this is what I want to be. Suddenly I see.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Hey, it's time for business tips and insights, and you know this time always brings us to our good friend Gunther Mueller.
With BioT Medical. Find them online at BioT, BioTE medical.com. Gunther, hi.
Good morning, Eric and Angel. How are y'all doing today?
We're fantastic, Gunther. Thanks for asking. What are we talking about today?
You know what I'd like to bring to the attention of your listeners today is the increasing risk of breast cancer in our society. Back in 1972, there was 1 in 27 women that were diagnosed with breast cancer, and today, in 2014, that statistic has jumped to 1 in 7 or 8 women being diagnosed with breast cancer. So in the last 30 or 40 years, it's gotten worse. And, you know, all the pink ribbons and all the races and all the consciousness around breast cancer, we've only reduced the mortality rate by less than 1%. So I'm here, you know, the health tip today is really we got to do something different to prevent this diagnosis of breast cancer in American women today. There's 2 things that really help for that. One is iodine supplementation. I can tell you that the risk for breast cancer is almost 0 in Japan. The average Japanese woman gets about 10.5 milligrams of iodine in her diet a day. And then when they come over to the United States and eat the American industrialized diet, usually within about 1 generation, their risk of breast cancer is the same as the American woman. The other thing is hormone optimization. Testosterone is a breast protective hormone. There are literally hundreds of medical studies that point to this. And everybody thinks that, oh, you know, hormone replacement therapy, you got an increased risk of breast cancer. And that was true in the Women's Health Initiative, where they were using just synthetic estrogen, Premarin, that horse estrogen, right, and synthetic progesterone, which was called a progestin. It was a drug called Prempro. And really it was both synthetic estrogen and synthetic progesterone that caused the increased risk of breast cancer. What we do at BioT Medical, we are using human identical hormone, meaning the exact hormone that the body has been producing all of its life. And when you keep them in balance, estrogen in balance with testosterone, it becomes a breast protective physiology. All right. And then the iodine supplementation, the breast is a iodine reservoir. Anybody with fibrocystic breast disease these days, tender breast tissue, iodine supplementation. There's an awesome book called Iodine, Why We Need It, Why We Can't Live Without It. They took iodine out of our bread products in 1972, also replaced it with a toxic halide called bromine. Got to be really aware of that. And so we've been doing things for the last 30 years that have set us up for this increased risk of breast cancer, not to mention type 2 diabetes and osteoporosis and heart disease and all these things that we talk about from time to time. But really, the real issue, we can do something about breast cancer by getting our hormones optimized earlier in life rather than later in life. So getting with Go ahead.
Well, Gunther, I was just going to say, I love when you bring these topics because, you're going after a big one, right? This breast cancer issue is a huge issue in our society today, and you don't shy away from that. You come at it with both barrels, and you come at it with science and details and facts, and I'm so grateful for that. Do me a favor, though. Are there places where we can go get our blood test? Where do we find the next step to getting plugged into these into BioT?
Yeah, everything starts with a blood test. And we don't have a crystal ball to tell you what you need, but really an extensive blood panel can be done by any of our certified practitioners that you can find at biotmedical.com. B-I-O, the letter T, the letter E, the word medical.com, and you click on find a provider there. You can find a BioT certified practitioner in your area that can get you started on the blood panel that you need, and it's pretty extensive.
It is pretty extensive, and and we talk about we have to do something different. We're moving along, we're kind of going along, and we want to live a healthier life. We want to live pain-free or disease-free, and yet we kind of just do the same things we've always done, and yet we're expecting different results, right?
That's right. I mean, just look at the culture and see what people are being diagnosed with. And I'm here to tell you that just because we're aging and we're over 40 or we're over 50 years old, this is about aging healthier and really having a happier life, for the last 30, 20, 10 years, whatever many years you have left on the planet, so that your body works, your joints don't ache, you have this natural energy, to do the things that you've always wanted to do in life. But look around our culture. We're seeing people being plagued by all kinds of illness, all kinds of disease. And the last time you went to the doctor and got your blood tested and you got a phone call back and said everything's normal, and you were looking for solutions, I'm here to tell you there's a better way. Get with a doctor that's been trained on how to optimize hormones, to really look at your lab work in a new way, and to really optimize everything from vitamin B12 to T3, testosterone, estrogen, thyroid is a whole other topic. I could talk to you for an hour about that. We obviously don't have time for that, right? So you got to do things a little bit different way, just like you said.
We agree. BioT Medical, B-I-O-T-E medical.com. Or Gunther, what's your phone number if people want to call you right now?
Yeah, I love getting calls from your listeners. You can reach me directly at 303-598-1609. Again, that's 303-598-1609.
Thank you so much, Gunther. We appreciate you very much. This is good stuff, and we're not thinking about it. And love that you're bringing such good research to our show. It's very valuable. We appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Have a great day.
All right. Well, Gunther brings up a good point that sometimes fatigue happens and whatnot. I sometimes do you take naps? I like to take a nap from time to time.
You know what? There are people that I think are true nappers. Yeah. They take a regular nap. They're big into the power napping, and I'm not a napper. I will just barrel through. If I'm exhausted or feeling run down in the middle of the afternoon, I will barrel through. And yet I read all of these articles all the time that talk about the benefit of a nap, kind of getting one of those little power naps in the afternoon, how beneficial they are. And so I found actually a list. So if you're a power napper and you like to take those naps, here are some basics for a great nap.
All right.
I mean, you wish you could.
Well, the first one's got to be like 2 hours or less.
That's not a nap.
Useless.
No. When it comes to nap, keep it short.
What?
A nap is not, you're not going to bed. You don't need to put on your pajamas and get into bed. I mean, it's a nap.
If it's short, I wake up feeling like a train wreck.
No. A 20 to 30-minute nap is actually more effective than a longer one, because the longer nap, you have post-nap grogginess, and it's difficult to get rid of. So that little 20-minute nap is actually, you won't have grogginess.
Okay.
All right, according to the Live Happy magazine.
All right.
Okay, find a dark, quiet, cool place. Sure, a siesta in the sun sounds like a great idea, because I would think, get in the car, like go out.
Jay's Lounge.
Because it's warm, and the warmth puts you, that would put me to sleep. But they say that shutting out the light and noise helps you nod off faster, and cooler temperatures are proved to help you fall asleep faster and sleep more comfortably.
Do not nap in the car. Just saying.
I know. I used to actually do that.
Do not nap in the car, okay?
My window open.
Do not
Why not?
nap in the car because dogs and babies die.
No, the windows are down.
Do not nap in the car.
Down. All right.
I'm covering our OSHA.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't nap in the car. I always sleep in the car.
Do not.
Okay. All right.
The Experience Pro's official line is do not nap in the car.
Okay. All right. They say to schedule it. Schedule your nap because we're creatures of habit, and your body will become used to the regularly scheduled nap, which means you'll fall asleep faster and you'll wake up more quickly if you do it more regularly.
All right.
All
okay.
right.
Yep.
Also, they say schedule the Starbucks too.
Oh, this is why you found this article.
Oh, since caffeine doesn't hit your system immediately, some experts suggest drinking a caffeinated beverage right before your nap. Oh, interesting. A small Japanese study found that
where's the yellow flag?
The most restful combination because the sleep occurred just before the caffeine took effect, and then once the caffeine kicked in, you woke up easily.
I'm throwing the what do you call it? The bologna sandwich flag.
Why?
Because.
Well, you got to get. I mean, you can't. Okay, so now you threw the flag.
Right.
What's the basis of the flag?
I think the caffeine hits your system much faster than they're saying.
You think it's within? Yeah. It takes me an hour to nurse my caffeine.
It takes
my coffee.
45 minutes. Okay. How do you put a 45 minute just to get to sleep to a 20-minute scare?
It takes you 45 minutes to fall asleep, and then you need a 2-hour nap.
I do not wind it down well.
All right, lose the guilt. It says. This might be the most important thing to keep in mind. Most of us are conditioned to believe that nodding off for 20 or 30 minutes in the middle of a workday seems like laziness.
Slacker.
So adjust your thinking. The truth is, a well-timed nap can make you more productive at work and at home, and it might make you more enjoyable to be around.
She's looking at me again.
You might be grumpy.
Thank you for bringing this story.
Basics of a great nap. That was good stuff.
I like it. All right, folks, that's your business tips and insights. When we return, we're going to help you tell your powerful personal story. That's right. Coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth. But only team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dr. Gary Donovitz. At BioT Medical, we've developed the most effective way to balance your hormones. And unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams that come with many negative and dangerous side effects, bioidentical natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, the right choice, the safe choice.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the in the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 1000204332. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at door.state.co.us.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Dennis Miller here. Be sure to tune in for the Dennis Miller Show, where we talk politics, entertainment, and everything in between. Our guests are the best you'll hear on radio. It's radio you can trust, right here on the Dennis Miller Show.
Tonight at 10 p.m., it's the Dennis Miller Show, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story. Well, that's my story. That's my story. But I ain't got a witness, and you know I can't.
That's right. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, so is it just me, or do you, when you're on a road trip, when you take a road trip, do you have to listen to country music when you're on a road trip?
No.
No?
No. Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like country music. Don't get me wrong, but I don't have to.
Oh my gosh, it's like road trip songs.
Really?
It is.
That's you and your daddy. Your daddy used to play Willie Nelson.
Well, he did all the 8 tracks.
Yeah.
And we would start the car of any road trip. And we did a lot of road trips when I was growing up. And my dad was in the Navy, and so we also moved a lot. And we would take the road trip across country. The movers would come and pack up all of our stuff, and then we as the family would take our time getting to our destination and kind of see sights along the way, you know, the world's largest ball of twine and all of that.
That's your story.
That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
You betcha.
So we went on a road trip not too long ago.
Right.
And, you know, I put on the country music.
Did you find the 8-track?
And no, it had like a Sirius, like XM little thing.
Oh, a satellite, yeah.
And my son Michael says, do we always have to listen to country music when we're on a road trip?
Apparently the answer is yes, Michael. We do, and that's all because of
So
your
Lauren, my one daughter, made us a mixed CD for road trip songs. And it was like all road trip songs. They weren't all country songs.
Oh, okay.
No, they weren't all.
She's trying to change your behavior slowly.
Your behavior, yeah.
Yeah.
But aren't stories, I mean, they just kind of, they like take you somewhere. You hear a story. I mean, you can talk about like facts and figures and details, but you hear a story and somebody's inflection, somebody's emotion gets behind it, how it makes you feel, how people were involved. It is so captivating.
It is captivating, and everybody has a personal story. And Yolanda Liu wrote an article that I thought maybe would be a good inspiration for a nice little conversation here, because she says there are ways that you can actually craft a powerful personal story that will make people want to engage in you, because people do business with people, right?
Right, and people that they like.
Yes. So to be, well, the first thing is, she says, you know what, a good personal story starts with your past, and we just started with yours, right?
It reveals your values, you know? So when you hear about my country music story, you hear that I spent a lot of time with my family, and spending time with family was important. It does. It talks about the values that you have, that you probably share in common with somebody, that the only way you're going to discover that is in these personal stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the other thing, is just to find those commonalities with the people that you're speaking to. Search after something that is, find that point of commonality, because when you do, now you made a bond.
Absolutely. And we're all looking to build that rapport with somebody. I mean, we've all been taught, you walk into somebody's office and you look at those pictures, see what's important to them, and try to craft to kind of get them to tell their story, to open up a little bit. Well, I think rather than getting them to open up, you you set the stage when you open up first.
Absolutely. Now, the third thing that Yolanda brings out is she says you pull from childhood lessons. And when I think of childhood lessons, you would think that I would go to my own personal story, but I actually have a story that involves me on a fringe, but it really involves my son, Stephen. When Stephen was a teenager and his brother was just a couple of years behind him, we were gone, Mom and Dad were gone, and he decided he was going to turn on we had an electric stove, and he was going to turn on the little round stove top, you know what I mean?
Burner.
And he made it turn it on red hot.
Mm-hmm.
He cut
that was always very cool.
Right.
To see it turn red hot.
He cut an apple in half, and Sterling, my other son, was saying, "Stephen, don't do that. Oh, you're going to get in trouble." And he's like, "No, this is really cool. Did you know that you can make grill marks on an apple?" And Stephen says, No. Sterling's saying, don't do that. Dad's told you, don't mess with fire. Don't do it. It's hot.
It's not fire.
Don't do it. Right? That's what Stephen thought.
Yeah.
And then he slipped.
He slipped?
Yep. And he landed on the backside of his bicep, in his tricep area, on the red hot burner. And that boy, to this day, who is now 23 and a half years old.
Still have grill marks?
He has train tracks, yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Pull from a childhood lesson. I'll bet you a dime to a dollar that boy is going to have stories for his children about why we don't play with the fire burners.
I don't know why, but I used to always check to see if a burner was hot by touching it.
Oh, see?
And I would burn myself.
Listen to my son's story.
And my parents thought I was an idiot, and I kind of was in that aspect. I would do that. But here's the thing: you tell your story, and you've got a personal story that endears people to you, creates that vulnerability, creates that rapport, shows off the values, what's truly important to you, and that's what people want to be a part of.
Is that why Jake cooks on the grill today?
I don't cook on the grill.
You don't cook on the grill?
No,
because you have to touch it.
No, I don't do that anymore. We now have it's a smooth top, and it has a light. And when the light is on, there's a little red light.
Yeah.
That means that the burner is still hot.
Oh.
So you should look for the light.
Tell me the truth. How often do you touch it?
I don't touch it. However, I might take the washcloth to wipe off the stove before nothing has cooled off. Mm-hmm. And that washcloth gets hot fast. Yeah. Tell your story to everyone. And here's why. Because stories are sticky.
That's right.
Your story, we all talk about word of mouth marketing, right? That's the number one. We want to create that conversation. And you don't always have a microphone to tell your story to lots of people at once. So you're telling that story one-on-one. But that story will travel. And somebody else will eventually hear your story. The media isn't necessarily going to call you up and say, do you have a story? What they're going to do is say, I've heard part of your story. I've heard your story. I've heard something about your story. I'd like to hear more about your story. So if you're keeping your story a secret and just waiting for somebody to discover that you have one.
Ain't never going to happen.
It doesn't.
While you're telling your story to everyone, please keep it short. You know, I mean, you don't have to regale people with a 30-minute. It's like going home to a friend's house and they're saying, well, let me show you my vacation pictures. All of them. Since 1972. Please no.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Right? All right, so keep it short, and then your story should be able to keep under 5 minutes. It's an important piece. And then what are you looking at me for?
Nothing.
I keep my stories short. Why are you raising your eyebrows? Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Short.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You are a lengthy storyteller. You and he likes to put his stories in writing, and you are a lengthy.
When was the last time I wrote a lengthy story?
Well, you don't write them to me anymore.
14 years ago. You got to
let
stuff go.
No, I think I'm just not on the receiving end of. I mean, I bet you still write lengthy stuff.
You would bet wrong. You don't cast suspicion on me. She's crinkling her nose. She's cocking her eye. One eyebrow has reached the top of her forehead.
Don't be shy. don't be shy about the story you have to share, especially when you've moved to a new location, you've started a new business, you're with a new company. When there's a new audience around, people want to know the backside. How did you get to where you are? Why do you do what you do? Where's the passion? Because I think a lot of times we can let the stress overwhelm us and the day-to-day tasks kind of overwhelm our face, overwhelm our messaging. And so when we're talking about the story, then the passion of why you do what you do comes out.
I love it. So there you have it, 7 tips on, creating a powerful personal story. And when we return, what are we talking about?
Oh, okay, so I read a magazine while I was on vacation, and I tore out like a million little articles.
Yeah, you did.
But I think we have to talk about tips for an energy-boosting vacation, and if there's time, how to bring out the best you.
Oh, stay tuned, folks. We'll do that right after these messages. Don't forget to do business with the people who do business with the pros.
The Experienced Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly, 970-485-5955.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experienced Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune in to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Laura, tomorrow morning at 8 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, I'm Angie Austin with the Good News with Angie Austin. That's me. Please join me right here on this station, KLZ, for the Good News on Sundays at 8 a.m.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
There's always something there to remind me.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show, where I did just come back from an energy boosting vacation.
Yeah, you did, and it shows.
You know, and I am one of those people that I just look at the sun and I tan.
Yes, you're Samoan.
I am.
I mean Polynesian.
Samoan.
Well, I get those two confused.
It's a wonder that I have any self-confidence at all some days. Samoan. Goodness.
I get them confused because...
Get them confused. He does not get them confused.
They're both in the Pacific.
Do I look Samoan to you?
You look great.
I am very tan. And I did this sitting under an umbrella for most of the week.
You sat in the shade and you still got tan?
I do. It's but I'm very concerned. I love, the fact that I don't burn and that I do tan, and that's all lovely. But I am concerned that someday I'm going to just look like an old rotted piece of leather. Do you remember the movie, was it something about Mary? Do you remember that movie?
I remember seeing that movie, yeah.
Her neighbor was always suntanning. She had like this, this tin foil in front of her, and her skin was
like leather.
Thick.
And I know people who do look like leather, but I'll tell you this, you.
But I am I slather myself in the sunscreen.
Yeah, your hands, your wrist, your elbow, you're very.
Am I okay?
It looks
so far.
I guess.
All right. Well,
I don't know
okay.
if that's the appropriate word, but you look like
supple?
you have nice skin. Just
you're trying to fix on from
move
Samoan.
on.
You're trying to how do I fix the Samoan comment?
I don't know.
All right, so 5 tips for an energy boosting vacation because Eric took his first vacation in 12 years.
I'm going again next week.
And he's ready. He's ready to do it.
I really am.
You are?
No.
Where are you going?
I'm not yet.
Number 1, know before you go.
Yeah.
No before you go. The most stressful part of traveling is figuring out the details, like how you're going to get there and where you're going to stay, and that is so true. So, are you going on vacation next week?
No, not.
Do not do something spontaneous.
No.
Don't just get on an airplane. Don't just go to the airport.
Some of the coolest things that ever happen are in spontaneity.
All right. Well, but for an energy boosting vacation, one that doesn't cause you to need a vacation after your vacation.
Right.
You know those where you come back, you really weren't rested. You really didn't enjoy it. It was very stressful. There was a lot of unknowns about it. I mean, you're going to some place you're not familiar with, and we're all creatures of habit. And so to take out the stress so that your vacation actually does what you're supposed to do, the reason you go on vacation is to eliminate the stress.
Listen to your voice. It's just kind of like, you went there. All right, so know where you're going to go before you go.
Get a jump on the planning. Those that have the best experiences have the details of their trip planned more than a month before their vacation. This is where I am telling you, I know you can go online and you can order your own reservations and plane tickets and whatnot.
Stop that right now and call Highlands Ranch Travel.
Use a travel agent.
Oh.
Let them worry about all those little details. You're going to spend so much time. I mean, if you're going to go to the internet to do a search, just go to the travel agent and say, this is kind of what I'm looking for.
Right.
Let them do all the heavy lifting and get all those details. And here's the other thing that working with a travel agent is an expert at, is they're going to add some little nuances to your trip that you wouldn't have even thought about. Different little features or packages or upgrades or excursions that you're not even thinking about.
Well, and if you're talking about an energy boost, one of the biggest energy drains there is stress. And if things go wrong, and they do sometimes, if you're out of the country or if you're across the continent, you find yourself in a position where things could go wrong. And if they do, go ahead, try calling that website.
Yeah, you're not going to get any help
Nope.
if you've booked it all on your own.
Nope.
And so if a flight gets canceled and overbooked and you're stuck someplace,
But a travel agent picks up the phone, says, I will take care of this, and within minutes you're good to go.
you're good to go. Travel away from home. Actually, for a while there, staycation was the thing because, budgets were tight. We were trying to be very economical, and so staying at home and loving staying at home was kind of a thing. But actually, a more meaningful vacation is away from your home, because think of this. Home is where the chores are.
Right.
And home is where it's still the same. It's not new, it's not relaxing, it's not a treat. And so travel away from home. They say also savor your trip. Take photos and share the memories when you document your trip with photos, and then you can go back and reminisce about them, the reminiscing. And so there's really 3 parts to a great energy boosting vacation: the planning, the anticipation, knowing that it's coming, the excitement that builds up about going on the trip. Of course, the trip itself is pretty fantastic.
Yes.
But then afterwards, the memories and the reminiscing and I mean, there are things that memories that happen on a trip that just don't happen in any other situation.
Boy, isn't that the truth? We had I had somebody call me, or not call me, ask me about Cabo even yesterday, and so I'm continuing to regale, and I still haven't found words that do it justice. It was such a great vacation.
Well, you know what? You want to make sure that you actually feel like you took a vacation, which means it's a low stress experience. And I think a lot of times when we had to come up with a word, we would travel, which meant we would go and visit family, or go for a wedding, or a funeral, and go and visit family. And then there's a vacation.
Oh, so there's travel and then vacation.
Yeah.
All right.
Travel's what you do for business, and what you do, those family trips. But vacation.
Vacation is good, huh?
Vacation is good. So, make sure that you take a few tips and go on a trip. And if you do need some help planning that trip, our friends over at Highlands Ranch Travel, who helped us get to Cabo,
HRTVL.com.
HRTVL.com, and the phone number 303-791.
No.
Oh, it's gone.
Uh-oh.
I'll find it.
HRTVL.com.
You talk.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something. The folks over there, Marcy and Dan and everybody else over there, they are so amazing. They have such a great rapport with so many great resorts and whatnot. They're doing a cruise special now, and that you should give them a call out on as well, because they're fantastic. HRTVL.com.
You can also spell it out at HighlandsRanchTravel.com. 303-791-2311.
There you go. Well, I liked that. When can we go on our next vacation?
So really, you're thinking?
I am. Well, first of all, I'm thinking about next year, and I want to invite the listeners to go with us again, and we're going to have a great time. And I think we should go back to Cabo.
I would love it. Yeah. I actually think we had a very enjoyable time. Lots of fun activities, or relaxing just by the poolside if you would like. We have not done our post, let's get together and see what all worked for that trip.
Right.
That, kind of have a meeting like post-op and to talk about it. But we do know that we will do something again. It will probably be in April. And so we'll give you a little bit more heads up as it gets closer.
It's in April.
But start thinking about it now. And we were very relaxed about our business training that we offered at this last one.
That's a good way to say it.
But I think we'll be a little bit more intentional next time to make sure.
Well, here's the reason we did the business training, because if you go with us on the Experience Pros travel vacation out to wherever we end up going, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Los Cabos, Dreams Los Cabos resort in Cabo San Lucas again.
That was so easy to broadcast.
Deductible.
Well, you check with your CPA on that. We were given a little caveat that sometimes if you travel out of the country, the tax-deductible things might be a little... Check with your CPA.
Check with your CPA.
We do not offer tax advice on the radio, although we do offer tax advice on the radio, but I don't think it'll hold up.
It's tax-deductible.
It might be.
Yes.
It might be.
Vacation next year. Can't wait. All right, well... the first hour is over, folks, but don't worry. We've got a whole nother hour ahead for you. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, and myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thanks for making the day fantastic. Thanks for giving us a reason to get up in the morning, come into the studio, and make your day fantastic. That's our whole mission in life. Now go ahead and do something crazy. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. You know you want one. I'm not talking about locking lips, folks. That's kindness is so simple, and it really is so simple to say something nice about somebody else.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560, The Source.
I'm going to teach you right now how to find a good, honest mechanic. Ask about the warranty. Their warranty will tell you everything you need to know because their warranty is their word. And Colorado Select Auto Care Centers all offer the best warranty in the state. 3 years, 36,000 miles on every repair. Always select a Colorado Select Auto Care Center at coloradoselect.org. 3 years, 36,000 miles. It's all you need to know.
DVDs for Vets is asking listeners to donate new or used DVDs for the benefit of military veterans who otherwise cannot easily obtain them on their own. With limited entertainment, vets in rehab can use what many of us take for granted every day. To donate new or used DVDs or to learn more about this worthy cause, please go to dvds4vets.org. That's dvds4vets.org.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
There was nothing in the briefing that heard that was not already in the public domain. I do not know why the hearing was classified.
Republican Senator John McCain of Arizona stepping up to the microphone after the Senate Armed Services Committee holds a briefing over the Bo Bergdahl prisoner swap.
They should try telling the truth. You know, it's easier to memorize.
Conservative columnist Charles Krauthammer on Fox News saying not only is the administration lying about keeping an eye on these 5 dangerous terrorists they released for Bergdahl, but they also lie about Bergdahl's health.
They invented the idea that he was about to die, it sounded like, because of health reasons. All of a sudden he shows up, and that apparently is not true, so they make up a second excuse. Well, they would have killed him had the word leaked out. Chambliss is telling us there's no evidence of that. Why not just say the truth? It was a hard deal, a difficult deal, a repulsive deal, but we did it.
This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to The Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best authors of Lists That Save Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. You know, there's a restaurant. We won't use the name, but it sounds like Awful House.
Oh, I hate that place.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I know there are a lot of Awful House lovers out there, but
yeah.
I just don't see the appeal.
Well,
it is not
favorite. It's a dive kind of restaurant, right? And
kinda.
Yeah.
It is a dive.
Okay. Well, here's maybe some more insult to injury with your disposition against the restaurant that rhymes with Awful House.
Okay.
In Raleigh, North Carolina today, a waitress was not allowed to keep a $1,000 tip that she received while working the late shift on Mother's Day.
So a customer
right
wanted to
The customer actually left a $1,500 tip.
And they wouldn't let the waitress keep it?
Asked the girl, Shania Brown was the name of the gal in Raleigh, North Carolina. She served him a bacon patty melt, right, around 3 a.m. Says, I'm going to bless you tonight. He left a $1,500 tip when he paid his bill, asked her to keep 1,000 of it and give the remaining 500 to a woman sitting at another table who appeared as if she could use the help. You have a good spirit, he told Brown. Instead of letting the 26-year-old mother keep the money, Awful House management sent the money back to the generous tipper who had already left.
Okay, so they didn't keep it for themselves.
No,
they sent it back. So you can't have it.
Assuming that that maybe this guy at 3 a.m. must have been out of his mind.
He might have been a little punch drunk.
Maybe not.
3 in the morning.
It doesn't say.
Maybe
and people get up and they're not drunk at 3 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
What's a patty melt at 3 in the morning?
Awful House management decided what they were going to do, because had he left, $500 bills, it would have been a done deal.
It would have?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
because
like with such authority.
Because she puts it in her pocket. Because I used to work in the restaurant industry. You put that in your pocket, you take care of it, right?
Yeah, but she would have told somebody.
This required management to, well, the management can't say, give me that money. But this is required management because it was put on a credit card.
Why does that require management?
Because the manager receives the credit card and has to pay out the money.
Okay.
So Awful House, the girl says, I feel like they stole from me. They did exactly what they teach us not to do. And
do they teach you not to do?
Awful House says sending back large credit card tips is standard procedure, and large tippers are asked to tip again by cash or check. I think it's an awful story. And I think it's ridiculous.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Which part?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
From the restaurant.
Listen, I have been the recipient of a huge tip.
What's the biggest tip you've ever received?
$800.
Working at a restaurant?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Is there more to that story?
You can't take it from me. The person gave me $800. You can't take it from me.
Oh, Charlie says she got a check. He saw it on TV.
Oh, you did? She got a check back from the guy?
Oh.
Well, thank you for following up.
Yeah, for the $1,000.
All right. Well, thank you for following up. Awful House.
So she did get her tip.
Yeah.
He made sure she got her tip.
Thank you, Charlie, for following up. I appreciate that. We've got a great program for you, folks. Please don't go anywhere. Promise way more positive, because this is not Awful House. This is the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Do you want to meet some new people, make some great connections, and network with other business owners? Call me, Penny, today at 303-220-0366 or go to theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilda Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to check out the most vibrant happy hour in Denver. Each kilt features a tremendous selection of cold Colorado craft beers, as well as 6 delicious new appetizers priced from $2 to $5, such as our tasty whiskey beef skewers. Join us for happy hour 3 to 7 p.m., 7 days a week at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center. I'm Bellevue and Ulster, Tilda Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
Trade unions representing workers in the technical and digital sectors have won a legally binding agreement in France.
Dennis Miller.
That prohibits employees from contacting staff after work hours. So now in France, I believe we have a window of about 18 minutes a month when somebody is actually working.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We are so grateful for you tuning in, and we hope that you enjoy everything that we're doing here on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
I like the new you.
Do you?
I do.
Now, what is it about me?
Because
you were the one who came back with all this massive energy.
You know what? I had a very relaxing vacation, energy-boosting vacation. Obviously, my vacation did what it needed to do, what vacations do when you're at that place where, like, oh, I just need a vacation. And you go and you come back, you're a brand new person. But while I was gone, you took some initiative, and it's noticeable.
Wow.
In fact, and here's one of my things, quote unquote, when do you call that? Air quotes. It is putting things in the calendar, using the calendar as a valuable tool to make sure things don't fall through the cracks. And
you just found that I did that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So I'm looking through the calendar in the last couple of days, just to look ahead to make sure we're prepared. If there's stuff that we need to plan for, buy for, just prepare for. And there's been a couple of things that I've seen that Eric has put in the calendar. And one item in particular doesn't happen until September. But I have been asking him about it for about a month.
Yeah.
Because September, for me, is already, there's some things on the calendar already for September. Camp Experience is in September. My son has homecoming in September. There's a few things going on already in September that I'm trying to wiggle around. And I just saw that you put this event that we're doing in September in the calendar. This is a big deal to me.
It's funny. We started our conversation this morning before we got into the studio. I'm working on me, and I guess I wouldn't have connected the dots that something as simple as that.
But that's something
you're absolutely right. I want to follow through. If I say I'm going to do something, I want to make sure that I do it. I want to make sure that, and I do it in such a way that it serves all the people that are affected. And so, thank you for noticing.
And everything that we do. I mean, really, the number one person that is impacted by choices and decisions that we make, of course, is us. Our own self. I'm around me 24/7. But decisions and actions that I take or don't take, things I say or don't say have an impact on the people around me. And so being the very best you, and I think a lot of times we think, oh, I'm busy.
Right.
I'm working hard. I'm really putting, a good effort into it, but are we really putting our best effort into it? And so taking time to just recognize each day to focus on being your best you. And your best you wakes up and says, this is going to be a good day. That good things are happening. There's a new song out. It's the best day of my life. Today is going to be the best day of my life. Can you say that? Can you say that today is going to be the best day of your life? And if not,
why not?
Change it. Fix it. Do something about it.
Own it. Get out there and give everything that you've got.
You cannot think negative thoughts and at the same time have a positive attitude.
That's true. We used to do a little exercise that said smile, and you can actually do this over the air. You can smile right now where you're at.
Give us a big, cheesy smile.
Absolutely. The biggest one you got. And say something angry. It's very difficult to be convincing while you're smiling and trying to say something
you
angry.
can say the words, but if you are truly smiling, you cannot feel the negativity that comes out. So some of the things that you can do to get your day just off to this positive start. Take a yoga class. They were doing yoga in the park this morning in Highlands Ranch. IMX Pilates in Highlands Ranch was doing a yoga class, and we got to actually drove by on our way to work to see it. Just watching the yoga in the park.
It relaxed me.
Made me feel excited.
Absolutely.
Exercise is always a good idea. Dancing, putting music on while you're in the shower.
Dancing?
Putting music on when you're in the shower.
Dancing?
But focus on thinking how good your body feels to just be up and moving versus the negativity of, oh, I wish I was still in bed, and I wish I was still asleep.
Yesterday we went to Orange Theory Fitness in Arapahoe and Parker Road there, and Andre, our trainer, he worked us hard, and you'd been on vacation for a week, and then Andre was sick
and
last
I was
week.
like the week before, I think I was on vacation a little bit too.
So we'd missed a few, and he got back to it, and he kicked our butt. And as I was walking up to my apartment, I felt Andre with every step. But I woke up this morning happy.
You can see the results.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the results.
You can see the results. Make a commitment that negativity and criticism that you direct toward yourself is gonna stop.
Yeah, stop that. I mean, you listen. We beat ourselves up more than anybody else will. So stop the bullying.
Stop the bullying. Yeah, you're bullying yourself. Positive self-talk has an incredible impact. So when you feel those thoughts creeping in, replace the thought. Don't just stop it, but replace the thought with something encouraging and uplifting, because you are a good person. You are intelligent. You're always there if somebody needs you. You're dependable. You're reliable. You're a loyal friend. You're a successful business worker. I mean, all of that.
I love it.
Actively work towards being good to yourself so that you always feel appreciated and pampered. So take some time to, put nice clothes on. Give yourself, some fun-smelling bath salts and shower gels, and make yourself, I don't know.
Bath salts?
I don't know. That was just for me. But doing things that make you feel good and appreciate.
What is bath salts?
When you put salts in a bath.
And it's salty?
But the salts actually clean out your pores, and it's very cleansing.
It's not for eating?
No.
I didn't know. You said bath salts. I put salt on stuff I eat.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Stop comparing yourself to other people.
Oh, please.
We're all different. We've all had a different journey. We've all had a different path. The journey is the road. I mean, that's the exciting part.
It makes you look so petty when you point your fingers at somebody else and say they're getting that and I'm not. Stop it.
Life isn't fair.
No,
it isn't. Not. And it's not going to be. You get, we talked yesterday about the harder you work, the luckier you are. It is a journey for all of us, and we all have a different path that we all have to take. We all have different lessons that we might have to learn along the way. Spend the most time with the people that love you the most.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And then celebrate your own gifts, because you have gifts and talents that make you truly special and unique. And so celebrate those.
I'd like to celebrate my new exercise routine.
Your new exercise routine?
Yeah.
Okay.
After Andre put us through all the work, I started a brand new exercise routine. I'm doing diddly squats.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C-Squared Computer Consulting. C-Squared is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C-Squared at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Got something to say to the Colorado State Legislature? Call into Grassroots Radio Colorado because they listen every day. They won't admit it, but they're always listening. Grassroots Radio Colorado, afternoons at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Wee-hoo! Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. It's time for business tips and insights. And we're going to bring you a business tip on 5 foods that will boost your mood.
Foods that'll boost my mood?
Food that will boost your mood.
Or moods that'll boost my mood.
I don't see
That's
burritos.
A different
There's
article.
no burritos on this list.
No burritos?
No burritos. But there is, so these are 5 happiness-boosting foods to add to your shopping cart.
All right.
The first one is seafood.
Oh, I see food and I like to eat it.
Wild-caught salmon,
Oh, you're talking about like
mussels,
fish stuff.
clams, oysters. They're great brain foods.
I heard something else about
The
oysters.
reason it makes you happy is it's loaded with omega-3 fats, essential nutrients for many bodily functions.
I like bodily functions.
But in particular, it makes you happy.
Okay.
Isn't that funny?
Seafood.
Seafood, fish.
Food makes me happy.
Right.
Seeing food and eating it makes me happy, and eating seafood makes me very happy. I like this story. This is good.
This is good. All right,
Yeah.
kale.
What?
Kale, it's the current darling. It's like in everything.
Kidding me?
It's like the superfood.
That nasty green leafy.
Every year, it's almost like, you know how they come up with a new
bitter
color palette, like the color Pantone color of the year.
Super dark green.
It's like they come up with the superfood of the year. Red kale?
Yeah, it's got a red spine. Oh, you didn't know I knew anything about kale, did you?
You know what? Do you eat kale?
I do actually. I don't buy kale.
You don't buy kale.
But I eat kale.
But if it's put in front of you,
if it's in a shake,
in
if
a
it's
burrito,
in a burrito, it would be fantastic. But you have to kind of wilt the kale a little bit. You know, saute a little steam, and wilt it because it's bitter. And
apparently,
so remove the spine and go to town.
It can be prepared in more ways than you ever dreamed.
You can make kale chips in the oven.
Yeah, it has folate, which is a vitamin often used to supplement or treat depression.
Oh,
so you don't want to overdo it on the kale, though, because it can also cause thyroid symptoms.
Really?
Yeah. So
I did not know that.
Don't overdo it on the kale.
Well, there's no chance of that.
Nuts make you happy. Almonds, pecans, and walnuts are among the nuts that contain calcium.
And the fats that do you, they're high protein fats.
Listen to you.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at what you're looking at, and I can tell you, I know this about nuts.
Well, it helps offset hormonal imbalances, alleviate symptoms of anxiety and depression, irritability, and impaired memory.
Right.
Links to higher serotonin levels, which makes you feel calmer and happier. Happier.
I like that.
All right, so eat them by the handful. Now, don't overeat those either. Don't overeat any of this. Remember, moderation is the key to everything. I once had a relative who heard about the benefits of almonds. Remember when almonds were the superfood?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't overdo it.
Okay.
All right, beans.
Oh, the musical fruit.
Beans. They're loaded with iron.
The more you eat, the more happy you get.
I don't think that's how it goes, but I don't know. I don't know the rest of it, but I don't know that I want to know.
Well, let me remind you.
No.
Beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat, the more you toot. And it's a major ingredient in burritos. I thought you said burritos weren't in here.
They are not in here.
But they are.
Loaded with iron, a mineral that boosts your mood and your energy levels, filled with phytonutrients, which
Chili makes me happy.
Ward off disease and lets your body function properly. Essential folate and fiber.
And antioxidants. Am I right?
Well, they are full of antioxidants. So remember when blueberries were the superfood because of their antioxidant properties?
Still blueberries is still superfood.
Well, they are still, but when
acai.
they were the superfood.
Yeah.
So when they were at the top of the list.
Right.
Half a cup of red beans has 1.5 times the antioxidants as a cup of blueberries.
Did you know that
half as many beans,
1.5
3 times?
Yeah. Did you know that I always put red beans in my chili for that very purpose?
For what purpose? The antioxidants?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and they're super high, they're loaded in protein. Yeah.
Oh. Wow. All right. Eggs.
Oh, another burrito component. Yes.
They took a beating a few years ago and got a bad rap for their cholesterol content, but
don't whisk this by.
The American Heart Association has backed away from that stance and agrees that eggs are a great way to start the day.
They are.
Don't whisk this by. You're trying to be punny.
I was.
Oh.
You just kind of kept going. That's okay.
That doesn't.
I'm adding color to your conversation.
It's black and white.
It's not black and white. You kidding me? Next week there's going to be 5 more moods to boost your food.
Eggs deliver B12, which we've been hearing a lot about the benefits of B12, folate, protein, and healthy fat, which are all important in terms of brain function. The yolk, what's the yolk packed with, Mr. Smarty Pants?
A good punchline.
Carotenoids.
Carotene.
That's not what it says.
Carotenoids. Carotene.
It's linked to optimism.
Yeah.
It's happy.
It makes me feel
yolk.
happy about tomorrow.
Happy yolk.
Right?
All right, so there you go.
A good punchline, don't forget.
Eggs, beans, nuts, seafood, and kale are the 5
kale thing.
foods to boot. Why?
It's kale.
You just said you liked the kale.
I said I eat the kale. I never said I liked the kale.
You could put the kale in your burrito. You could put the kale in your chili.
Yes. And then it would be, oh, wow, it'd be good.
You know what, though? But you have to, it's a happy food.
Okay.
Phytonutrients.
Don't forget to remove the spine, though, because there's a ton of bitterness in that spine.
Do you know you can even, well, I put it in smoothies.
It's woody.
But they say you can even bake it in brownies.
It's not the only thing you can bake in brownies.
I would be really nervous
That'll boost
if
your
somebody handed me a brownie that had kale, like little flecks of the kale leaf in the brownie.
Right.
I would not eat that brownie.
Just roll that thing up and light it up.
I would not eat that brownie. So I would not recommend putting it in the brownie.
Yeah.
Are you pretending to smoke a joint on the air?
No. Talking joint? What are you talking about? I'm talking about kale brownies. That's all.
That would not make me happy.
Saying it would boost your mood.
No, that would not make me happy.
It could boost your boof.
It would moost something.
Right.
It would not moost your business.
Well, there's your business tips and insights. Thank you for sharing things that
make you go mood boost.
Yeah. All right. Folks, we'll be back with more positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/ExperiencePros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
One way, for another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. We do appreciate you for tuning in today. Hopefully this is the most inspirational hour of your work day. You know, this is a cool song, but I'm also reminded of another song. I'm going through the Big D, and I don't mean Dallas. And I don't mean divorce either.
What do you mean?
It's hard. Delegation.
Delegation. Do you have things that have to get done and you think you're the only one that can handle that to-do list? It's all on your shoulders. Nobody else can possibly do it. And you're so busy. And yet...
Well, it makes me feel important.
The list never seems to shorten. We're going to talk with Robin Hardy with Integrity Virtual Services. Find them online at integrityvirtualservices.com. We're going to talk about becoming a master delegator in your business. Robin, welcome to the show.
Hi, Angel and Eric. It's a pleasure to be here.
Robin, very nice to have you along. Delegation strikes fear into the heart of so many people. Why delegation? Why should I give up what I have always been doing? Doesn't that threaten my job security?
No, it actually opens up opportunity for you to, if you're an entrepreneur, get more revenue, which is always the big dollar sign. We love that. But it also releases your stress, and it also opens you up to the possibilities of better things to do.
You know, and we hear all the time that there's a lot of things that are on our list that shouldn't be, that are easily delegatable, passed on to somebody else, and it will relieve our stress. But it's on my list, and it just seems like, you know, it would just take too much time to pass that on to somebody else. It'd just be quicker for me to do it myself. Do you ever hear that?
We hear that a lot. And, you know, the answer back to that one is most of the people, depending on who you bring on your team, you know, there's skills already in it. And what I tell everybody is what takes you an hour to do, I can probably do it in 30 minutes or less. So it's a time-saving thing, which means if, let's say, for example, Angel, you're doing something that takes an hour, but you're not generating revenue because you're doing that, and you delegate it to somebody who can do it, that gives you an hour to go out and make another $1,000, $5,000, $10,000.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Makes sense right there. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that successful business owners do that maybe we could learn from and perhaps learn to. I'm sure delegation is among one of them. How do I ask that question?
Well, there's actually three top things that you'll find in every successful business owner out there today. Number one is their perseverance and endurance. They keep going. They don't give up. They reinvent themselves. They aren't on the sofa taking, you know, the remote control and bonbons whining about everything. They're taking action. The second thing is gratitude. They're always showing gratitude and appreciation for their clients, for their team members, giving back to the community. I know one that's out there working with Habitat, helping them build new homes.
Sure.
So that's an amazing thing. But the third key that every single one of them have that so many people don't want to talk about is they have a dream team. Not one of those top earners did it on their own.
Oh, a dream team.
I want a dream team.
Yeah. All right. So what kind of people are on your dream team?
Well, your dream team basically is going to be a team for you, and I call it I coined it a dream team because we're creating it for you. So, you know, Angel, your dream team would be different than Eric's possibly, which is different than mine.
We need to have the same dream team.
Okay, well, you two do,
don't.
You're right. But
No.
Okay.
No, I want my own dream team.
I want Michael Jordan. And Wayne Gretzky.
Okay, I'll let you two hash that one out.
All right. But it's people.
George and Angel, how's that?
So it's people that complement our weaknesses?
Pretty much that's what they're going to do. What, as a business owner, you want to bring people onto your team that can do the stuff you're not called or gifted to do. So, for example, it could have an online business manager, it could have a virtual assistant, a web designer, a copywriter, a marketing pro. But if you have all these people, and let's say you're coaching people how to build businesses, you don't need to be sending out your newsletter. That should be a VA doing that. You need to have a team, a support team. You should have a coach. But the coach is going to give you what to do. Your OBM or online business manager is going to figure out how to do it with you and then how to implement it. And then you have the other players that are specific to each category, whatever it may be. Cold calling, ew, we all cringe.
Right.
Transcribing stuff. So there's a lot of key components. That's how you typically look at what is your business structure? What is it you do? And I always tell, my secret is I tell an entrepreneur for 4 days, write down everything you do in your business. I don't need to know you ate an apple or a banana, but write down everything you do. And then we evaluate it because 80% of that list is delegatable.
Wow. And that's significant. But Robin, I think one of the things that I would be, leery of is I'm trading my to-do list for a bunch of people now that I have to babysit. Does that make sense?
It does, and that's why it's so important to identify the right people and be able to, when I talk to folks, what I tell them is, 50% of what you do with your virtual team is skill-based. So they need to know how to get it done. The other 50% is personality. If they can't communicate and you can't get along, it's pointless because you're virtual. You've got to get along. The person can always learn the skills, but you don't want to babysit, or micromanage is another word for babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
You need to identify the right team members, hence the dream team. A lot of people are like, oh, we'll just go out to these sites that are like $5 or $10 an hour. Well, you're getting what you're paying for. And you always have to look at that as a business owner. Would you negotiate your pricing down that low for somebody?
Well,
and is it worth bringing somebody in that may not have, I talked to a lady today that says, oh, my web person is a lot less expensive than a business manager. And we said, yeah, well, we can do it in 30 minutes, and it takes them 2.5 hours.
Well, okay, so you're going to pay for it one way or the other.
Correct.
Time or money, right? You use that phrase OBM, online business manager, and this is the phrase that you refer to yourself with, right?
Correct.
Okay. I guess what I'm getting hung up on the OBM, the online business manager, is what if some of the things that I need to have done are not online? What if they're not virtual?
Well, there is also a need sometimes to bring in somebody to help you in person. Most businesses can get away without that aspect unless you're doing like fulfillment of products or stuff. You may end up shipping it out of your own place. But that's where you have to evaluate, what do you really need? And what we're finding is most businesses, even if they're not, a coaching or something like that where they're more virtual, that even some of the in-person ones, it makes more sense to bring on virtual support because it's cost effective for them.
That makes sense.
And it always is in the long run. It's just one of those things, Robin, that even as Eric had a hard time getting the word delegation out in the beginning,
right.
Actually releasing this, and it is a release, but releasing this for somebody else who is better gifted, better skilled, has, and like you said, can probably do it in half the time that it's going to take you to do it because it's not your skill set.
Actually saving money by spending money.
And it does seem opposite, but it really is true, and it really does work out that way. And I think the activity, Robin, of taking the next few days, 4 days. So today is Tuesday. So
yes.
You've got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, to mark down all of the activities that you are doing, and then taking that list and saying, Robin, here's my list of things that I have done. Things that I can take off of my list to help us evaluate just how we can just be far more better stewards of our time, because as business owners, we were not meant to work 24/7. We were creating a legacy, and yet our busyness is keeping us from actually having a lifestyle. And so I like the idea of thinking about what are those activities that we're doing, because until we write it down and put it in front of us, we're wasting our time on a lot of activities activities that somebody else could be participating in.
Robin, where do we find more information about you if we're looking for an OBM?
You would visit us at integrityvirtualservices.com, or you can email me directly at robin@integrityvaservices.com.
All right, Integrity Virtual Service. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. And folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk, and we'll wrap this show up. Thanks for listening to the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706, or visit rivierafinance.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly, 970-485-5955.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
It's a new day on KLZ, so wake up with Randy Corcoran tomorrow morning at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, I'm Angie Austin with the Good News with Angie Austin. That's me. Please join me right here on this station, KLZ, for the Good News on Sundays at 8 a.m.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Do we have enough cowbell?
It's never enough cowbell.
Never enough cowbell.
No, we need more cowbell.
We always need more cowbell. It's going to help you be happier.
You know, this has been a happy show.
You know what?
I mean, our shows are always happy, but this has been a better yourself have eat the things that make you happy, do the things that make you happy, and
well, you want to be around people that are cheerful and
Yes.
lighthearted and calm. And I actually got an email this morning from Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage.
yeah, all those must close.
And they do.
Right.
And it was one of those emails that I actually said out loud, I just love her.
Yes.
She's so easy to work with. She's so fun. And you want people around you that just are fun and easy. And that doesn't mean that challenges don't happen. But
Stuff happens. Life happens. It's people are ugly, and then that happens. But you know what? It doesn't mean we have to stay there.
No. So we want to create a nurturing, happy home environment as well as a happy work environment, because the two go hand in hand. And so if you want to create an atmosphere of love and happiness in your home,
And I do.
then you can follow these few steps. And one of them is to get enough sleep. Enough sleep?
Well, it depends on who you ask, but I think that the answer is probably.
Probably. I'm concerned. I remember when, my kids were little, I was always very concerned about their bedtime routine and making sure they got to bed at a certain time, they got enough sleep, because you hear how important a good bedtime routine is and
Sure.
how valuable sleep is. Well, then they got to a phase where, as teenagers, they were sleeping in a lot later on the weekends.
That's the way it happens.
And they have, I think, have gotten themselves into a really wacky
I would say
routine.
that they model their mother's behavior, because if I'm not mistaken, you would stay in bed all day long, well, at least until noon, most days, if you didn't have to go to work.
Yeah, but they're up until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh, so that's it.
Yeah.
They've got more stamina than you.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But
They're half your age.
you do need to get enough sleep. You probably need about 7 hours of sleep. Most people need about 7 hours at night to function at their highest level.
Yeah, I think I'm actually doing pretty well.
Do really well. I think I need 9, but no, that's just me.
I believe that about you.
Getting up early. And here's the benefit of getting up early. It doesn't mean you have to get up at the crack of dawn at dark 30
Right.
and before the sun is up, but getting up earlier so that you're not rushed and hurried in the morning.
During the commercial break, we were talking about how we started off this day by saying, I'm working on myself, and then you've come up with some articles that have supported this concept. The whole show's been about bettering yourself and having. Can I make a confession?
Mm-hmm.
Today I got up early for the first time in a long time.
I knew there was something about you today.
I did. I set my alarm for 7 o'clock, but I was up
palpable.
I was up at 6 o'clock, and about 6:30, I watched a little of the news, and about 6:30, I thought, you know what? I've watched enough of the news. It's just going to be a repeat the next half hour, and I got up and I took care of my bathroom routine and all that. And then I started cleaning up my apartment.
You worked out yesterday.
I did.
You got up early today.
I felt good, even though I worked out. I mean, I hurt yesterday, but this morning I felt
I am
phenomenal.
telling you, the second you got in the car this morning,
It could be my new jacket.
You've got a new jacket.
Yeah.
He was wearing some new clothes yesterday.
Right.
There's just something. There's something going on.
I feel happy.
I wonder if he's in love.
Oh, so happy.
But getting up early, I remember when my daughter, she set her alarm clock just 10 minutes early and got up a few minutes earlier just so she's not rushing around.
Right.
Packing up the night before, getting your backpack pulled together, getting the lunch, some of those things that are derailers for the morning. If you have to iron your clothes, make sure that you take care of those the night before. But this is what Gretchen Rubin, who is the best-selling author of The Happiness Project and the book Happier at Home, she says, instill outer order to create an inner calm.
Oh.
So this is
What does that
really
mean?
getting rid of the clutter.
Oh, I'm working on that one right now.
And see, we had our electronic and paper shred this last weekend.
Oh my gosh!
And so
25 tons, not just out of my apartment, but
25 tons out of Eric's apartment.
no.
Well, it was a VCR and an old TV and
a bunch of junk.
Yeah. You feel more energetic and cheerful when you don't have clutter around you. And I remember coming back from vacation and going into my closet thinking, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in this space. Because on vacation, you live so minimally.
Right.
There's no clutter. Things aren't getting lost. You just live minimally. And when I come back from vacation, I just want to bring that minimalism back with me.
Sure.
Which is a little scary to be around me because I'm in a purge mode. Usually I might get rid of it Get rid of it. It's gone.
I was talking to somebody last week. I said, the cool thing about, because I remember the vacation, and I would like to go to my apartment and walk in like it's a hotel room. Mm-hmm. And you're talking about minimal. Mm-hmm. You've got what you need, right? And you bring what you need, mm-hmm. but all the clutter and all the junk is gone. Mm-hmm. And I one of these days, Angel, I may just actually snap a synapse and go do that. I may throw everything out except for. Can you watch?
That's like angel porn. Can I watch you throw away your stuff and clean out your closet?
Well, I have no response to that. What else does Gretchen Rubin talk about?
She says, follow the 1-minute rule. If you can accomplish a task in less than a minute, do it right now. Do it without delay.
We're not talking about sex, right?
Ew, no.
No, I'm just asking.
I mean, okay. So if you can read a piece of mail and write that, pay that bill, do it just right then when it comes in. She says, if I can read and sign a letter from a teacher, answer an email, look for the scissors, I go ahead and do it because the tasks are so quick. It isn't hard to make myself follow the rule, but it keeps me from feeling overwhelmed.
That makes perfect sense to me.
But don't we tend to just let things pile up, and now we have this huge pile.
And they become big.
So follow the 1-minute rule. Mm-hmm. She says, give warm greetings and farewell.
I was told that I was a good hugger.
I saw that.
Right?
So she says at her house, do you remember Natalie Tisdale from the news?
Love Natalie.
They, at their house, instilled, just for their family, they give 7-second hugs. Now think about 7 seconds. It's significant.
You bet. Absolutely. It's not just a compulsory thing. It's I'm committing to this.
I'm committing to this.
Yeah.
And Gretchen says that every time one of us comes or goes, we go to the door and give that person a kiss, a hug, a real moment of our attention. They actually say hello. They greet each other. They actually say goodbye. And what's really funny to me is my daughter, Alicia, does this.
Just naturally.
Just naturally. She does not leave without coming and finding and doing a real goodbye. When I come in the door, she does a real greeting. And she just, that's her thing.
I love that.
And she's a happy little girl.
Yeah, she is.
And then the final tip that Gretchen shares in this article, Nurturing a Happy Family, she says, remember to cherish today.
Oh, amen. This is one of my favorites.
I think so often we want today to kind of pass up. We want the kids to grow up. We want our business to just be a success. We want to get it to the next level.
No. Live the moment.
Today.
Live it. Get it to its fullest. This is probably my mantra. And this is the one thing that I bring to the table that I have not, I don't have to work on because I do it naturally. This is it. I live in the moment. I love this moment, this day, this time. Yeah.
And that's the yin to my yang, because I don't. I get something done and I'm on to the next thing. Okay, what's next? And where do we have to go now? And what is coming? And I don't relish just this moment, this time. And every now and then you call me on it.
Yeah.
Aggravates the heck out of me.
I know. But you thank me for it afterwards.
Right. Like let's just enjoy and relish and celebrate.
There's no guarantee of tomorrow, and I guess that I come from a ministry background, right? And I know all too well, and I think of all too much the scarcity of life. And you don't know that tomorrow is going to, all the things that you take for granted. And in my own personal world, all the things that I thought were aren't. And so while you have today, cherish it, live it, fulfill it.
Fulfill it.
Yeah.
I think that so often we get stuck in, there's always more I need to be doing. I didn't quite do enough. I didn't quite handle that well enough. We have that mean girl inside of our heads that is just kind of beating us up. And yet we have so much around us that we have relationships and people, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. The task list, the to-do list, it will keep. But your family and your loved ones, be with them.
Absolutely. This quite possibly could be one of the best all-time Experience Pros radio shows that we've ever done. These last 2 hours, worth going to the archives and downloading for yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you, fantastic. This has made me happy. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you for listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, where every day, Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and everybody who puts it all together, we take nothing for granted. We want you to know that we really care, that you're listening, and we really do want you to have a fantastic business as well. So on behalf of all of us, thank you. And don't forget to share the show with others. Don't forget to download the archives. And guess what? We're going to be here tomorrow. We're going to do it all over again because that's our commitment to you.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.